Welcome to the High Voltage Light Electric Vehicle channel. This is a quick video that sees one of our regular guests, Rare Bird, go over what you need to do to convert a cruiser frame or a BMX to work with a mid-drive from Bafang or 27 motor. The technique allowed him to build this bike for one of his customers. I love the wheels, but apparently they're a pain in the butt to true. Enjoy.
Hey guys, we got a Schwinn beach cruiser we want to convert to allow a mid-drive motor. Well, once you pop the bearing cups out, the bottom bracket is an American size, which is 51.5 millimeters. So it's too big for the mid-drive motors. So you have to buy an adapter. We buy these because they screw together and they pull together really nice. You pop that in there, give it some taps, and then push it in there, and it's nice and tight. We use red Loctite also. Once you put that in there, that converts it from American to the BSA threaded or European style bottom bracket, and that is 33.5 millimeters to allow the mid-drive motors to go through. Okay. The issue is this adapter actually needs to be adapted too. We have to put a little bit of a flat spot on there, and I'll show you in another video why we have to do that. Okay. Okay, we're back now. The adapter has a little lip on the edge here, okay? The problem is when you go to put that on the motors, it's hitting the motor case, okay? And it gets to about there, and it doesn't want to go any further down, okay? On both the BBSHD Bafang motor and the BBS02. What you do is you take and you try to find the spot where there's the bolts here. Try to go in the middle here. I was off a little bit, but anyway, file it down. Give yourself a little bit of a flat spot right there, okay? And then once you file that down, on the BBSHD, it actually will go all the way down, flush, okay? You really don't have to do much. Okay, which is good because when you go to tighten everything up, you want everything to be nice and straight. You don't want the motor to be cocked at all. Okay. Problem on the BBS02 is that the motor case, when they cast this is cast metal, the bottom here, it rolls out. Okay, and so because it rolls out, it prevented the adapter from going all the way down. Okay. So you get a little bit, you get a gap there, okay? So you could use about 6 millimeters of spacers to be able to allow this to sit flat. But the problem with doing 6 millimeter spacers here, 6 millimeter spacers, is that you lose 6 millimeter on the other side, and then you barely have any threads left at all, okay? So the solution is, after you flatten this down a little bit, okay, take a file and then just file back and forth through here on this top curved edge here and just flatten it out, okay? So you can see it's not much, but just take a file and file straight across right through there, and it'll flatten out both sides, okay? And then take some paint and clean it up. Now once you file it down a little bit, you're not really messing with the integrity of the case. Then you take this adapter and boom, slides all the way down, nice and flush, okay? All right, no wobbling back and forth, okay? So that's for the BBSHD. You don't necessarily need to file the case down a little. The BBS02 you do, and you need to, on all of the motors here actually, you need to file this down just a little bit, okay? Now, the good news on the 27 motors, the DMO2 and the DMO1, you don't have to do anything to the motor case, but you do need to flatten it down a little. Boom, and it goes straight flat right up against the back of the gear. Okay, all right, same thing with the DMO1. And like I said, you do need to flatten it out, because if you don't, it will hit the motor case, all right? And then that's nice and flat right up against the back of the gear case, okay? So there you go, that's how you make the adapter work for the Bafang motors and the 27 motors.